Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Today we're doing a price prediction on Near protocol. We're going to be talking about where could this project go in this cycle. So before we get in, if you haven't already, please do consider hitting that subscribe button and clicking that notification bell. I've been trading here full time for 5 years and I'm literally giving you my trading ideas for free on YouTube. So go on ahead now and click that subscribe button. I'll probably save you some money at some point. So Near protocol, let's have a look. So this is a coin I was lucky enough to get in at in the bear market towards the end of 2023, just when we saw this breakout above our EMA band. And it was one of the few that did really get a nice run during that rally. Now, it hasn't done a lot since, but I think this coin does still have potential for the reasons I'll go through in a moment. But to start with, we're going to talk with where can this actually go. So for me, I have a target for the end of this cycle. My target is approximately $33. I'm going to round this out to $30 just because it's that psychological number. And from today's price, that will give you a lovely 550% gain. So let's call it a 6x from today's prices, which would be absolutely fantastic. That is a really good gain on a sort of mid-cap altcoin. But more than that, I'm going to actually go through why I think this is likely to happen. I think most people on YouTube sort of throw these predictions out there without sort of any real merit whatsoever. So I'm going to walk you through why I expect this to happen. So what you typically see here, guys, right? I'm looking on Near divided by Bitcoin, the Near Bitcoin pair. And what you typically see for altcoins that have come out that have had a previous cycle, Near matches that criteria. When you have an altcoin that has had a previous cycle, quite often, guys, you will see the price in the Bitcoin pair, the top will be at one of its prior resistance levels. I've got two marked out here, but I'm more aiming for our higher one here, and that is at 34,000. Let's call it 35,000 satoshis, right? And from today's price, again, it's that same number. It's 550% in gains. And what I've done is simply apply this to our USD chart, right, to give us this number. And guys, that is assuming that Bitcoin is still at roughly 100K, right, and doesn't go up a single dollar between now and this happening. What happens if Bitcoin is at 200K by that point? That's when you would start to see even more gains. But just to keep this down to earth and simple and conservative, we're going to go with our $30 target. It also has confluence with the Fibonacci level. So I don't like to just use the Fibonacci. I like to have it matched with the Bitcoin pair as well. But what you can see here, guys, is that our Fibonacci level, this 1618 Fibonacci level, marries up perfectly with that $30 level, right? It's absolutely perfect. So you've got those two confluences. You've got your 1618 Fibonacci level, which is a very powerful level to target on the Fibonacci's. Altcoins and Bitcoin typically do go up to the 1618 when they're in an uptrend, when they're looking for higher targets. The 1618 is a go-to across the markets. Most traders will generally use the 1618 in one of their strategies. And this marries up perfectly with our $30 target. Okay, if you were going to get a little bit more ambitious and look at targets ahead of that, your next one at the 2618 would be at 52. But that would only come into play, guys, if Near was at this higher target here, 35,000 satoshis, and Bitcoin was significantly higher. Definitely in the realm of possibilities, but we're trying to keep this a bit conservative in this video. So yeah, that's what I'm targeting. I'm targeting $30 for Near in the cycle, due to the fact that you've got your Bitcoin level marrying up with our 1618 here, giving you 550% gains from today's prices. But not just that, I want to talk you through when you could actually look at buying Near, right? So let's dive into that. So I'm going to switch this up to the 2-day time frame, and we're on Near USD, by the way. And so I personally am not one for buying altcoins just because they're cheap, because anyone that's been in crypto for a while, just because an altcoin is cheap doesn't mean it can't drop another 80%, right? We've all been there. So what I like with these altcoins, I like to buy into momentum, right? So what I would be looking for here, if we're looking at our price here today, and you see the price break above the 2-day EMA band here, if you see the price breaking above this and retesting it, that is when you'd be looking to enter. So you're not going to catch the bottom, but you're hoping to catch the trend reversal, the reversal out of the short-term downtrend to protect yourself from loss. So I'll show you what this sort of looks like here. This was the signal the signal that I got in 2023. So you see when you saw this breakout here and you came back to retest, that was your buy signal. So you're looking for a strong breakup and then a retest of your EMA band. That's your signal to buy. You're not going to catch the bottom, but you don't need to catch the bottom. I would much rather buy into momentum to minimize the time that I spend in downside losing money, And it's not a perfect signal. It doesn't work all the time. Like I'll see some examples when it didn't work. This was a false breakout here. If we just look, so you see the price broken up, retested it, but it ended up failing, and that's fine. What you just do then, you cut your loss, a tiny loss. It's a minuscule, it's a couple of percent when you break down below the EMA band, and that's all. That also goes for in case I've given you that target right to the upside, that $30 target, but let's say it near doesn't hit that, right? I'm not just giving you this target and hoping that you wait there forever. No, the target will probably get hit at some point, but what you can do, guys, in case the target doesn't get hit, you can sell near, protect your capital if things go wrong. So if you see the price break down below the EMA band and reject it, that's a good signal to get out, right? And you can see another example of what it looks like here. You break down, you rejected it, that is your exit signal, protecting you from catastrophic loss. Like, it does whipsaw you a little bit. Sometimes it gives you false signals, but I use this a lot for altcoins because it helps me protect myself from catastrophic loss in case the targets don't get hit. So there you have it. I've given you your target of $30. I've told you why it is likely to hit that. I've told you when you can buy near to minimize the time you spend in downside, and also how to protect yourself from catastrophic loss in case the target does not get hit. So I hope you got some value from that video today. If you did, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, guys, and clicking that notification bell. I'm doing my best here to save you money by learning from my mistakes. All right, so I'm going to leave this video here and I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye-bye.